Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Baltimore Orioles are trading for starting pitcher for the Oakland A's, Shintaro let's try that again. Shintaro Fujinami, a guy who has played in 34 games this year with the A's and has started in 7. So it's not like he's a starting pitcher, but he's definitely been a reliever more than he's been a starter, but he can be a starter. He's pitched in almost 50 innings in this season with 49.1 innings pitched. He has a 5-8 record, and then he also has a terrible ERA, 8.57 ERA. Has given up 52 hits, 30 walks, 51 strikeouts, and 0 saves as well. Hasn't been great, but at the same time, he's either been doing good or he's done bad. I mean, 52 hits in 49 innings doesn't sound very good, but also 51 strikeouts in 49 innings. That sounds okay. At the same time, I hate to bring it up, but this pitching is also on the Athletics. We've seen them look like one of the worst baseball teams in MLB history. So sometimes the A's pitching we don't see that. The A's sometimes will just be crushed. The opponents just go crazy against them. Crazy numbers for the other teams that play the Athletics this year, as their pitching and defense has been terrible this season. So I would say it should be interesting to see, in a new team with the Orioles where they're, one of the best teams in baseball this year, one of the best teams in the American League. I would probably say the third best team in the American League. You got the Rangers and you got the Rays in the American League. I would probably say the next best teams are probably the Orioles or the Astros. So, this is going to be a team in the Orioles that are competitors. They're good. They're a good team, and I definitely wouldn't be surprised if he pitches a little bit better in Baltimore. But I don't. Who knows? And who knows if he'll even be on the active roster going to Baltimore. They have a decent pitching. They have a decent bullpen. So maybe he goes to AAA because this year with Oakland, this was his first year even playing in the majors. So, but let's go over the trade details. So, in return, the A's get Easton Lucas, a AAA. Well, he's played he's played for AAA and AA this year, but has played more for AA. And he's a solid pitcher. He's a guy who's, I feel like he could be good. He was drafted, I believe, in 2019 or 2020. Or actually, no, I think it was 2021 where he was drafted. He was drafted. I think he was drafted in 2020, and then started playing in the minors in 2021, and has made it his way up to AAA this year, and played 9 games in AAA, and he kind of struggled a little bit in and he kind of did struggle a little bit in AAA to the point where he was sent back down to AA. Maybe he wasn't ready. I'm not sure. He had a 4.26 ERA in 9 games. And 0 game starts, pitched 12.2 innings pitched, got 1 save, gave up 10 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 4 home runs, 7 walks, and a total of 13 strikeouts. Then he went back to AA and played 11 games in AA and had a 1.59 ERA in AA. For his last 11 outings, pitched 17 innings, gave up only 9 hits, 3 earned runs, and 3 home runs, only 2 walks, and had a total of 24 strikeouts. So his stats got way better once he returned back to AA. So maybe he just wasn't ready for AAA, and it showed when he went back to AA, his stats were way better. I like this trade. I really do like this trade for the Athletics. I really know what this trade's going to do for the Orioles because I'm not sure if anyone really knows if he's going to be on the active roster. I'm talking about Shintaro. Is he going to be on the active roster for the Orioles going on to the, going into their clubhouse? Will he be in AAA going into Baltimore? That's a big question I have. But with Easton Lucas, I don't think he will. Well, he could eventually make his major league debut for the Athletics at some point during this regular season. But I honestly, I do feel like Easton Lucas could be a better pitcher than Shintaro is. Shintaro Fujinami. Sorry, the last name is tricky. Fujinami. I feel like he has the potential to be a better pitcher. And not only that, but Shintaro is a free agent this year. He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. You're getting a decent AAA pitcher, or, I would say almost ready for AAA pitcher in Easton Lucas for a guy in Shintaro who probably will leave in free agency. I mean, who would want to return to the Athletics after the season they've had this year unless they, just dramatically overpay for him? So in that case, this is a good trade for the Athletics, but this also could be a sneaky good trade for the Orioles. So this is something I think could be a decent trade for both squads. But right now, I think the Athletics probably win this trade because they're getting rid of a guy who's been terrible for them this season, has almost a 9 ERA, has given up 52 hits in 49 innings, also has had 51 strikeouts in 49 innings, has given up 30 walks in 49 innings, has 8 losses on the season. It does have 5 wins, though, and just has been pretty bad for them this season, whether he's coming off the bullpen or he started 7 games. And you're getting in a guy in Easton Lucas who I think could have potential to be a decent player, potentially, for a guy in Shintaro who is probably going to leave you this free agency. So I think this was a really good move for the Oakland Athletics, but I think this was also a decent move for the Baltimore Orioles. You guys have your thoughts? That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.